Joey, make a move already!
Boy, this school really sucks, doesn't it? Second day in a row where the kids are playing Duel Monsters for hours. Taya must also be a beginner in Duel Monsters considering she has a card face down in attack mode, which is actually an illegal play. Monsters can only be face down in defense mode.
Once again, you lose and I rock.
Let's play for another 5 hours because our education don't mean shit so long as we have card games. The animation of Yugi continues to change his height because from the way he's sitting on the bar, he'd be lucky to even be face to face with Joey's midsection upon standing. Yet when he drops down from the bar, he's almost level to Joey's shoulders. Also, in the first shot, Yugi is like 3 feet off the ground, but when he descends from the bar in the next shot, he seems to have landed as though he were half a foot off the ground.
Duel Monsters is all about combining your monster cards with your magic cards.
Yugi's been teaching Joey how to play Duel Monsters for, I'd say at most a few weeks. And yet he hasn't once figured to tell Joey about the rules of magic and trap cards? Nice poster of the Blackluster soldier fighting Harpy's pet dragon. What are the odds that Yugi will see this and get inspired in case he ever comes across one of those dragons?
Endless days and sleepless nights filled with rigorous training.
Once again, our education don't mean shit so long as we have card games in our lives. Also taking a page from Little Karibo, playing a children's card game apparently requires endless days and sleepless nights of training as though it's a physical sports competition.
It's not impossible.
He already said he can't do it.
Solomon clearly said it's not impossible, so Yugi believes that automatically means he's incapable of teaching Joey. Yugi is a dick.
Now, can you name the most powerful duel monster?
Considering we've only seen Exodia, the rest of the strong cards have yet to exist, and Joey himself witnessed Yugi bring it out to beat Seto Kaiba. So why didn't he say Exodia? Even if the answer was wrong, at least it's a start.
You do know what a trap card is.
I have no idea.
Joey hasn't kicked Yugi's ass for declining to tell him about the existence of trap cards, and considering he's been dueling with Yugi and Taya the last 2 episodes, how does he not know what a trap card is? You mean to tell me neither Yugi nor Taya had even one trap card in their respective decks? Hold on, in addition to training to play Duel Monsters, Solomon also trained him in the art of sword fighting with katanas? Can we see more of that? No? Damn, that would have been awesome.
I beat the world champion?
You mean Kaiba?
No, I meant Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yes, Seto Kaiba! Who the hell else called themselves the world champion of Duel Monsters?
Consider yourself Dinosaur Jack!
Get used to this, folks. We are going to be hearing pun after pun after pun regarding dinosaurs, insects, and whatever monster type cards certain duelists obtain in their decks.
We're back, monster fans!
A commercial break on a TV within an actual commercial break from the show, watching the show. We are in commercial inception over here.
Oh no! It's a trap card!
Aren't these guys championship duelists? Why would Rex Raptor be shocked at the sight of a trap card? Thank God the elevator finally came up. Do you have any idea how freaking hot it was down there? Almost ruined my fabulous hair. Plot twist, Pegasus knows of Yugi possessing the Millennium Puzzle, so he sends the video from the ring in order to kill Yugi within 7 days. He'll continue the process until he gets all 7 Millennium items. We're in Harry Potter times where the number 7 comes up so many times.
We'll play with a strict time limit of 15 minutes.
The time limit exists because this episode is already halfway over and we're not going to extend these duels for multiple episodes just yet.
Well, he can't seriously expect you to fight a duel against a videotape.
What are you, the Yu-Gi-Oh sinner? Stick with your Brooklyn rage and leave the sinning to me. This is my turf, Joey. Considering this is the Shadow Realm, I can believe that Pegasus is not even flinching at the sight of the Pharaoh appearing from the puzzle. But I still refuse to believe that nobody else sees this.
I know every move you'll make.
Then you're cheating and I win instantly by disqualification. Thank you, release my friends, next.
And counter it with this dragon capture jar.
Considering the Pharaoh didn't even play his dragon card yet, how can Pegasus use the dragon capture jar to confiscate it from his hand? We see in later episodes that this is not how the card works.
First he reads my mind, then he brings the monster on my card to life.
Are you still shocked at the idea of holograms being projected? You guys literally watched the regional tournament on TV moments before this crazy duel began.
Magic. The Egyptians lost control.
While Pegasus explains the history of duel monsters in ancient times, he accidentally spoils his own fate by showing the magician of Black Chaos destroying the Thousand Eyes Restrict, which is exactly how Yugi defeats him later on in the season. Has me thinking, can Yugi himself actually see this flashback?
I have to counterattack! Silver Fang!
The Pharaoh brings out Silver Fang, knowing full well that Komori Dragon has more attack points and figures that's enough to counter the attack, which ends up costing him life points as a result. Could have placed it in defense mode or something.
5,000 years ago.
Pegasus intentionally stolen time because we're on a 15-minute time limit. Sure, it's important exposition needed for later on, but obvious Stalin is obvious.
If you only knew how to unleash it.
Monologuing is a villain's greatest weakness. Pegasus informs the Pharaoh of his own abilities and the fact that he can harness the magic of his Millennium Puzzle, which inevitably costs Pegasus everything later on.
That weird eye must somehow let him see the cards in my hand.
Pegasus can read Yugi's mind with the Millennium Eye, and later demonstrates it when he responds to Yugi's inner thoughts out loud. Yet here, he doesn't realize Yugi's intention to not use the zombie warrior and instead play blind.
As if I draw a new card straight from the deck.
Considering that's the monster section of the dueling board, the Pharaoh should have at least peeked long enough to see the color. Sure, Pegasus would read his mind of it being a monster, magic, or trap card, but he would have no idea which one it was. For all we know, the Pharaoh placed the wrong card on the wrong section.
I already know you plan to play the zombie warrior.
You seriously didn't hear his thoughts? Second episode in a row where the Dark Magician is about to use his magic staff to execute the dark magic attack before figuring, nah, I'm just gonna use the Force instead. I'm a Jedi, bitch!
Faceless mage.
I've never seen that card before.
Considering how little knowledge you somehow have of duel monsters, that doesn't shock me in the least.
But my Dark Magician is one of the strongest magic cards.
The Dark Magician is a magic card? Then how does he have attack and defense strength like a monster card would? There are 10 seconds left on the time limit, but rest assured that means nothing to anime time in here. 10 seconds equals 10 minutes.
Not, for I too possess.
The Pharaoh is shocked at the sight of the Millennium Eye despite the fact that he's seen it several times and even figured out that it allowed Pegasus to read his mind. The Pharaoh sees Solomon's soul get captured and literally dips out, saying, hell no, I'm not going to be held accountable over this situation. Peace out.